This is BNN.
Bruin News Now is made possible by the generous support of C Spire, Orange 3 Fitness, St. Dominic's, Bank Plus, the Compretta family, and these fine sponsors. This week on the show, St. Joe engineering students tackle rocket science. Bruin basketball honors their seniors tonight when they host St. Al. Wondering about the weather? Look for cool temperatures and sunny skies this weekend. Weather, sports, and all the news are next. Bruin News Now for Friday, January 13th, 2023 begins right now. From the Bruin News Now headquarters on the campus of St. Joseph Catholic School in Madison, this is Mississippi's high school news leader, the award-winning, student-produced weekly newscast, Bruin News Now.
Howdy, St. Joe, and welcome back for the second semester. I'm Emerson Irwin.
And I'm Gia Picarella. Yes, BNN is back, and so are we. We are back here on campus after a trip Emerson and I made across the pond to participate as St. Joe Spirit Steppers in the London New Year's Day Parade.
What an experience. We are both so proud to have represented our school and our state on an international stage in London. I don't think we will ever forget this trip.
We'll have more on our trip later in the show. Right now, we wanted to turn our attention to the start of the second academic semester here at St. Joe. And the first 2 weeks back after Christmas have been anything but dull.
The Bruin campus has been jam-packed with soccer games, basketball games, tests, quizzes, and at least one major project, this one in the engineering class, and it was literally a blast.
Students started before Christmas break designing and building rockets, and they even made their own rocket fuel. Then, earlier this week, they attempted to blast them off, and while they may have not taken off to a trip to the moon, it was still a lot of fun.
BNN's Paige Loyakino has more.
While learning a concept in math or science class, many of us have asked ourselves, when will I use this skill? When will this be helpful to me? For students in Mr. Callahan's engineering class, this question has been answered for them as they take what they have learned in their classes and apply it to their projects. Last semester, we highlighted this class as they worked on Rube Goldberg projects, machines that use kinetic energy to create a chain reaction to accomplish a simple task. This past week, they started this semester strong as they launched model rockets. The students were tasked with designing 2 rockets, one with a store-bought engine and the other incorporated an engine completely crafted by themselves. Students were challenged with making the whole rocket themselves from the fuel to the nozzle. The rockets were then put on a stand by the softball field where they were lit, and if your group had done everything right, hopefully launch into the air.
The concepts this project was teaching was about aerospace and chemical engineering, where they kind of see a little bit of the processes and things that they would learn in those kind of disciplines.
While some groups were more successful than others, everyone learned a great deal about the concepts that were being presented in this project. Failure from some groups can make the learning lesson even more valuable because the students were able to analyze why some rockets worked while others did not.
So ours was the most successful for the homemade engine one because we actually had like a washer in our rocket to where there was enough thrust to actually lift it off the ground.
My group's rocket was not the most successful because we made ours really heavy, and I think ours was one of the longest rockets, so there was just too much weight and not enough thrust for it to get off the stand.
The model rocket project, along with engineering class in general, taught the students a great deal about the basics of design, building, machines, and structure. Taking this class as a high schooler allows students to have the opportunity to be exposed to the field of engineering. This project provided a space for students to creatively incorporate principles that they learned in core science and math classes.
I recently saw the engineering class launch model rockets, and I've been wanting to join the class for a pretty good time now. I think I'll join it next year, and I think it'd be really cool because my dad's in engineering too, and hopefully it will help me establish some of the basic engineering things.
The main thing I try to do with the engineering class is give them a little bit of information about each type of engineering discipline so that they can make a better choice when choosing what type of engineering there are, because there are a lot of choices and it can be kind of daunting.
The Model Rocket project was one of the many impressive projects the engineering class has done so far this year, and is helping engineering students decide if that's the path they want to take in their future. I'm Paige Loyakino for BNN.
Now that's what I call another uplifting story here on BNN. Seriously, they do some pretty amazing work in the engineering class, and this was just one of several fun projects.
I know a lot of students taking the class under Chris Callahan, and they really enjoy it. It takes a lot of work and effort, not unlike what's been happening on campus as the school prepares for the largest annual fundraiser.
The Jeans, Jazz, and Bruin Blues $10,000 drawdown is 6 to 9 p.m. Saturday, January 28th at the Country Club of Jackson. Tickets to the adult-only event are $130 a couple and will be mailed out soon.
For that price, guests will enjoy food and an open bar. Then, also, they will be able to take chances on elaborate gift baskets, participate in live and silent auctions, and of course, have a shot at the grand prize of $10,000.
This will be a great night of fun. You can buy your tickets at the school office or buy them online at www.stjodrawdown.com.
Drawdown is 2 weeks away. We are gearing up for a great event. We have a lot of great auction items, some new and exciting live auction items. We will be giving away $10,000 at the end of the night. We will be calling the final 10 people who have tickets in the hopper the night of the event if you're not there with us, just to see what your choice is for the final drawing. One of the items that we're really excited about that's in the live auction is also going to be part of our decoration, which is the rosaries that our 7th and 8th graders have created for us. Those will be live on the silent auction website on January 23rd.
As we mentioned earlier, we are at the start of second semester and the third academic quarter. It's time to start pushing through, with the next major break being spring break. Report cards for the first semester have already gone out, and there's still a little bit of time before progress reports. Be sure to stay on top of those assignments.
The first semester was all about establishing your study habits and your skills, and so it's time now for the students to step up, and it's time to study harder, and it's time to go faster in the classroom. So the expectations are a bit higher for the students, so you need to make sure that you study.
Before spring break, students will have 2 holidays this quarter. The first one is this Monday, Martin Luther King Jr. Day, celebrating the life of the slain civil rights leader. St. Joe will be closed on Monday, with classes resuming at 8 a.m. Tuesday, January 17th. Then the next day off will be Monday, February 20th, President's Day. After that, spring break will come 3 weeks later.
Anyone who purchased a king cake from the Spirit Steppers fundraiser can stop by the St. Joe cafeteria on Saturday to get their cakes. You can swing by from 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. to get your cake. Remember that you can freeze your king cake to eat later.
This is the second time the Spirit Steppers are doing the king cake fundraiser. Last year we were very successful, so we decided to bring it back this year. And with last year's funds, we were able to send a couple girls to Texas for dance camp. So we're hoping it's successful this year.
Several St. Joe students are planning to attend the Diocesan Search Retreat starting today. This event usually attracts Catholic youth from across Metro Jackson. This event is a great way to deepen your faith and enjoy fellowship from other Catholic youth.
Coming up, Robert Clark has the latest in Bruin sports, including senior night for varsity basketball.
And Compredo with the weather has your weekend weather forecast. Don't go away, sports and weather are next.
Hello, Bruins. I'm Robert Clark, and this is your Bruin News Now Sports Report. As the second semester gets started, basketball season is in full swing. In fact, boys and girls varsity teams picked up a huge win on Tuesday at home against Adams Christian Academy. The Lady Bruins dominated the Rebels, walking away with a 44-6 win. That was followed by a boys varsity team who defeated the ACCS 41-32. Both were very impressive wins. Tonight, the Bruins face the St. Al Flashes in another home game at the Bruin Den. The JV girls play at 4 p.m., the JV boys play at 5, and the varsity girls at 6. And the varsity boys follow at 7:15. It's senior night tonight, and St. Joe will honor the senior varsity girls and boys players between the varsity boys and girls games. Join me on set today is senior Charlie Zhang. How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I wanted you to come in here so I can ask you how the season is going.
Oh, it's going great. We're playing very well this season, just stringing things together.
Okay, are you excited for senior night?
Yes, I'm very excited. Playing St. Al, it's a big district game, and I hope everybody comes out and supports.
Well, I want to thank Charlie for joining me on set today. For all you folks who can't make it to tonight's game, you can follow all the action on Bruin Sports Radio, heard exclusively on WJXC LP Jackson, Mississippi Catholic Radio at 107.9. You can also watch the live stream with audio from Bruin Sports Radio right here on Bruin News Now YouTube channel. Airtime is at 5:45 for both games. Boys soccer season continues to move along. The boys played Tuesday at home against Lamar Academy, winning 3-2. The game was originally scheduled for last week, but was postponed until Tuesday because of severe weather. Up next for the boys, a road game Friday against Park Place.
Tuesday we played Lamar at home. It was a good, hard-fought win. The field conditions weren't the best, but we pulled it off. We played Park Place Friday there at 3 o'clock. It's a district game, and we're in the middle of our season, so having a lot of games and been practicing really hard and getting ready for playoffs.
Looking ahead to spring sports, tryouts for the Bruin track team are set for 3 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, January 23rd, 24th, 25th, and 26th. And Spirit Stepper entrance meeting is set for 6 p.m. Thursday, January 26th. That's it for Bruin Sports this week. Remember to make it to Friday's big basketball game. I'm Robert Clark. Until next time, go Bruins.
Hello Bruins, it's Weatherman Trey with your Bruin News Now forecast. It's your second week back at school and I hope everyone's having a great time back. Today you can expect highs in the 50s, lows in the 40s, with a tiny chance of rain. Over the weekend you can expect it to be incredibly frigid. You can expect freezing temps all weekend. Sorry. That weather is in 2 weeks. Instead of snowy, it's going to be rainy. The real weather will be sunny and cloudy with highs on Saturday in the 50s and lows in the 30s. And on Sunday, you expect highs in the 60s, lows in the 40s. Sorry about the mix-up, Bruins. Hope y'all have a great day from the one and only Compredo with the weather.
Thanks, Robert and Trey. Looks like tonight's senior night celebration and 4 basketball games should be a lot of fun. I'll be there supporting the team and our seniors.
I'll be there too. Hope to see everyone else as well. You know, I'm still a bit tired and experiencing jet lag after returning from our trip last weekend to England and catching up with things here and at home, but I'll try to make it tonight.
As we said earlier, Emerson, BNN's Maddie Claire Spence, and myself were in London over New Year's holiday to participate in the New Year's Day parade. The trip was open for dancers, cheerleaders, who made All-American at camps we attended this summer.
I still can't get over what an amazing experience it was and that we actually went. We've been anticipating it since August. It was really cool to see people from different countries come together to put on what I would say was a really great performance.
I wish I could just snap my fingers and be right back in London.
That's long gone. We are back home and well into the second semester, and now we are at the end of this edition of Bruin News Now.
But before we go, we wanted to announce a photo contest for the Shield yearbook. The Shield is looking for the photo to end the 2023 edition of the yearbook, whose theme will be etched in gold.
This photo will appear on the last page of the yearbook. It's a high-profile position. The winning photographer will receive credit for his or her photo in the yearbook, and all entries will be displayed at Celebration of the Arts in April.
Email your high-resolution vertical photo to photography@stjoseph.ms. The deadline for submission is Friday, April 7th. But don't wait until then. Find a great photo on campus and send it in.
Okay, now for the closing. Be sure to check out our sister news website, The Bearfax, online at www.thebearfax.net for more Bruin news. And remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the BNN channel on YouTube. I'm Emerson Irwin.
And I'm Gia Picarella. Have a great weekend. So long, everybody.